Yeah, JohnnyGoodBallManTraining.com. I was out today and I wanted to get some food, wanted to get my eggs and everything from the farm and everything. So I stopped by the hill I usually train on, and I did some hill sprints, did 10 hill sprints. It's usually the one I do on a regular basis. Running hill sprints is a lot more difficult than a lot of things, most things, especially when the grass is high. You gotta lift your legs higher, you gotta keep your shit moving, you keep your feet moving because you can trip up real easy. I get to the top and then I walk back down, and took my time because that was the time. So walk back down, hit it hard again. And I've said many times before that when you run hills, something pops in your head to where when you run a hill hard, it sets in your mind attack mode. Okay, literally. You're pumping your arms, you're driving your fucking legs, you're like grunting, you're like, I gotta get the fuck up, you're pumping hard, right? You get to the top, you're like, fuck, right? You get back down, you walk down, catch your breath, and you fucking go again. And the attack mode is going to raise testosterone, okay? And if you think about it, with all the men complaining about testosterone, lack of testosterone, taking TRT, matter of fact, it's almost get to the point where there's only two types of men today. The fat, out of shape guys that cry about low testosterone, and the fucking guys that are on TRT and take steroids. It's almost the guys in between. It doesn't matter, because those guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So only fat fucks. Ever notice fat guys who are very unathletic and weak? They're always quite the philosopher. Always got a lot for you. Always want to sound real educated. It always amazes me. And then you got your guys who take TRT and then they want to call it out as like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Everybody, this would be a time when people were shamed for things. Like one time that when you were on welfare, because, then people were shamed. Okay, it was embarrassing to be on welfare. Welfare used to be something just to get by. Now people get a fucking little credit card and they get to swipe it. Nobody feels ashamed. Matter of fact, people feel entitled. So fitness is going the same way. Okay, it's part of social society. All right, people want to validate either side or whatever they got. But you notice, and I've talked about it before, ever since guys started going to the gym, they started getting weaker, lesser testosterone. Everybody wants to blame environmental factors. Well, number one, if you're drinking bottled water all the fucking time, that could be a problem. Number two, there was a time we didn't drink bottled water, we didn't have it. We'd go out all day in the fucking summertime, ride our bikes all over the fucking place as teenagers, not have a water bottle, find a hose, a garden hose, and drink out of the fucking thing. Okay? Today, people can't walk around the fucking block without a bottle of water. Me, when I got older, I bought into the whole I gotta hydrate all fucking day long. I'm drinking a gallon of water a day. All it does is make me want to piss 24/7. All right, then I go back to the old way and way I used to think about it, and when I didn't use it all the time. And then I start thinking about ancestors and how people used to live. There was no way people were carrying water around with them all fucking day. There was times when people didn't fucking drink water for fucking hours. Okay, they found that they drank it and they moved on, kind of like food. People think I'm gonna fast every fucking day. 16 hours fasting, 8 hour eating, 8 hour window, or 18 and 4. They do it every fucking day. Okay, if you're fat and you got a lot of fucking body fat, it's gonna work for a while. But we didn't fast like that as anybody. We didn't fast like that as people. We might have fasted, walked for 12 hours, walked for 8 hours, found a kill, ate our fucking asses off until it was all gone. Went out the next day, didn't get nothing for a day. Didn't get nothing for fucking 12 hours. But we somehow made it. Somehow we made it. We get into these ways that people, they go back to how we did it as ancestors. They look at our ancestry and how people used to do it, but they take it to the extreme. Because I can tell you right now, you can talk about the Spartans, you can talk about the gladiators, you can talk about the fucking Native Americans and how they ran, this and that. If you think I believe that Native Americans went on an ultra marathon every fucking day for running, yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit, okay? Gladiators were fucking slaves. They were fed fucking junk food to fatten themselves up, so when they got a fucking stabbed or whatever, it was in the body fat. They were more likely to survive, okay? People don't realize it. We're not doing those things. So getting back to the hill sprints, okay? When you're out there and you're hitting the hill sprints and you're running hard, it's an attack mode. It's gonna go to your mind. Hey, I'm attacking. Your body's not going to produce testosterone unless it needs testosterone, okay? It's got to know that it's going to need it. It's got to be in a position to where, hey, this fucking guy is doing something hard. We need to produce what we need to produce to keep moving, okay? And guys out there today, they fucking put their whole workout around the bench press. And it seems to me that the guys who seem to focus on the bench press and all the regular, just standard training, they seem to be the guys that complain about the low testosterone. Also, the guys that go out there and do the ultra running, low testosterone. The guys that go out there and ride their bikes for hours and hours and hours, low testosterone. Nobody sees this? Nobody sees it. So a lot of these are my theories, okay? Because nobody lives like we used to live, okay? Very few people do anything that they used to do. Yet, we try to mimic it, but yet we don't. The other day I was talking about the video I did with the coal miners. Wanted to see what they shoveled and if I could replicate it, just to try it, think whatever it was. Well, when I was in the hot box, my gym, there's no fans or anything. So I wanted to see if I could go an hour and how many I could mock shovel, how many tons with the 27, I think it was 27 and a half pounds. So I did it 1,200 times. I shoveled 1,200 times, let's just say. Wound up being 33,000 pounds and over 16 tons, okay? With no water. Okay, the only thing I wasn't sore the next day, I wasn't sore the second day. I got a little skin came off my thumb from the bar, but it was kind of like replicating what a coal miner might have had to do. Okay, and I know that the coal mines, most of them are cooler because it's a mine, but I wanted to do it in the heat and just try it. Yet the whole time I did it, I didn't drink any water. On my birthday, when I did swung the 30-pound kettlebell 1,570 times in 52, 55 minutes, whatever it was, I didn't drink water then either. People say, gotta watch yourself, you know, you're getting, it's like, listen, we don't need to drink water all fucking day long, okay? You can wash the electrolytes away. And I can't remember as a kid, when I was riding my bike, I was hot, playing sports, running around, playing football, wrestling. I don't remember ever taking electrolytes, okay? We weren't drinking a lot of water and we weren't taking electrolytes, yet we somehow made it to adulthood. It's almost like we've changed as people. We've gotten weaker. People want to validate their weakness. I hear it with addictions. People that have addictions, they want to defend themselves. They want to call out. They want to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're right. I'm 57 years old. I've lived a life in the blue collar industry. I've had 4 kids. I got lots of people in my family. And you're right. I've never known anybody to have an addiction to alcohol, drugs. I think these people to think that are just absolutely numbskulls. And also, not only are fat people like these educated philosophers, it's always these addicted or ex-drug addicts or alcoholics. They also seem to be quite the philosophers and have it all figured out. Yet their addiction tells me they were pretty fucking stupid, okay? Because if you can't look around and see what this shit does to people, and you can't make the excuse that you didn't know, okay? If your mom and dad were alcoholics and you became an alcoholic, you're gonna blame them? Why? They weren't pouring it down your fucking throat. That was you looking for an easy way out so you can fucking suffer, get sympathy, or for whatever the fuck you're saying with drugs. Parents didn't do them. Why the fuck did you do it? Outside influence? It's probably your fucking fault, okay? If you get and deal with people like that, I've worked in the blue collar industry my whole life. You know that people would have a drug and alcohol addictions? You think, and do you think that I made them my friends? Do you think these are guys I was spending time with outside of work? Huh? They never fucking happened. You guys all can make a fucking decision for yourselves. You validate your fucking weaknesses all you want. This is just a fucking quick video. I know it went longer than I wanted it to, but hey, if some people would just pay attention and see and think about it, then you'll realize that I'm not too far off. Later.